You saw this little kid, Keaton Jones. This video goes viral, but the Insta culture has now taken what used to be 15 minutes of fame. It is now 15 seconds of fame before we love somebody and then we just have to destroy that person and move on to the next, whatever it is. For those of you who didn't see it, this is Keaton Jones and the viral video that we all saw yesterday.
Why do they bully? Why do you find joy in taking innocent people and finding a way to be mean to them? It's not okay.
Now, this is, on the one hand, it's heartbreaking to watch this little kid crying about being bullied. Obviously, there's something, I think, in all of us that just hates bullies. Bullies are just the worst. We know, we feel righteous anger toward them. Sometimes people don't understand when they're being the ones being bullied. So all these people on the left are saying, yeah, stand up to bullies. And by the way, if you don't want to do exactly what I say, I'm going to shut down your business, or I'm going to shut down your cake shop, or I'm going to shut down your florist shop. But it's heartbreaking. It's heartwarming. It's not exactly man bites dog. You know, kids get bullied all the time. That's a fact of elementary school and middle school. It isn't going to change, I don't think. But okay, that's fine. It's very nice. As a result of this video going viral, every single celebrity on Earth, I believe, responded to offer support. So Snoop Diggity Doodap tweeted, "Say, little man, you got a friend in me for life. Hit me on DM so we can chop it up. Love is the only way to beat hate." Very nice. The UFC says, "Hey, Keaton Jones, you have friends here at the UFC, buddy. Today and always stand with Keaton." Then Donald J. Trump Jr. said, "This boy is incredibly brave and the video really got me. Dana White, if he takes you up on your offer to see UFC headquarters, I would be honored to host him and his family at our place if they need somewhere to stay." Chris Evans, "Stay strong, Keaton. Don't let them make you turn cold. I promise it gets better. While those punks at your school are deciding what kind of people they want to be, how would you and your mom like to come to the Avengers premiere in LA next year?" That's pretty nice. That sounds pretty good. Katy Perry says, "This broke my heart today. Please be kind to one another." Mark Ruffalo, "Little buddy, I was bullied as a kid. You're right, it gets better. You are my personal superhero. You got a pal in the Hulk." Monica Lewinsky said, "Keaton, I'm so sorry you're being treated this way. You don't deserve an ounce of pain. They'd be lucky to be friends with you. It gets better." I'm not going to make any jokes about that. Obviously, there are many. Ryan Seacrest said, "Keaton Jones, your curiosity and kindness will overcome this moment and bring you many better days to come." Enrique Iglesias, heartbreaking to see this. "Keaton, you're strong to say these things and care so much for others. Team Keaton." I can't go on. I mean, obviously that was a lot. There are like hundreds more. There are so many of these. So it was a little strange. It was a little strange that every single person with a blue check mark started tweeting. I sent out a little tweet about being bullied. I think everybody feels some empathy for this because everyone gets bullied and most people bully too. And that's just a fact of being in elementary school and middle school. We have seen this viral culture before. It looks like it's accelerating though. Someone started a GoFundMe campaign. That's where you crowdfund, you raise money online. They started a GoFundMe for this kid. It raised $55,000. For what? What are they raising the money for? I don't know. What is a kid going to spend $55,000 on? He's like 9 years old or something. But they fund it because we feel bad for the kid. What can I do? I can give him money. I can click. I can hashtag. That's all that we can do. I don't even know if the kid's going to get money. I don't think the guy is connected to his family. So anyway, it's a little weird, but it's clearly self-indulgent. Whatever. It's nice. Who cares? But of course, we had to destroy it. We had to destroy this poor kid. So they found a photo. All of these internet people found a photo of Keaton's mother standing next to a Confederate flag. One or two photos of this. He's a kid from Tennessee. There were Confederate flags around. So the left pounced. Tariq Nasheed, I actually couldn't see this tweet because he blocked me. One time I tweeted his own words at him and he blocked me for it. But I did see this in news coverage. Tariq Nasheed, who I'm not convinced isn't just a right-wing troll, by the way. But anyway, prominent lefty Tariq Nasheed says, "That viral video of Keaton Jones talking about being bullied is heartbreaking, and I feel sympathetic toward that child. But his mom, Kimberly, on the other hand, is a suspected racist who makes very problematic posts bullying black protesters." She didn't make problematic posts. She was standing next to a Confederate flag. People interpret that however they like, but she wasn't bullying people. I don't know what it means to be a suspected racist. You're under investigation. Bob Mueller has been appointed to see if you're really a racist. It doesn't mean a whole lot. But anyway, more lefties pounced on this. It is the brutal consequence of social media culture and slacktivism. We just need more clicks. So, when you post something on Facebook or Twitter, you do get a dopamine rush. You think, oh, well, people like this. Ooh, I got a like. Great. Oh, I'll get another one. I'll get another retweet. And those highs and those lows have to go more quickly and more quickly, and they have to be more extreme and more extreme. So what used to be a very long news cycle has now become a 24-hour news cycle, has now become an 8-hour news cycle, and it all switches over. It cuts both ways, too. The mother exploited her child and put him on the internet and made him go viral, and people are now exploiting this child further because we have to talk about it. It's a cultural event. It's a sympathetic story, but then we need a villain. We need somebody to tear down. The story was too nice without it. They did this to Ken Bone. I don't know if you remember Ken Bone. Back during the 2016 presidential debates, there was a nice-looking man in a red sweater with a mustache, and he became an Insta-celebrity. Here's Ken Bone.
What steps will your energy policy take to meet our energy needs, while at the same time remaining environmentally friendly and minimizing job loss for fossil power plant workers?
So he became a meme because he just looks sort of silly. He looks like a cartoon character, so they really liked him. He's so respectful during the debate. He asked a serious question. He looked hopeful. And so anyway, he became Insta-famous after he appeared on television with the candidates. But it was too nice. We can't have that. That cycle gets old after a day or two. So now we have to make him into a villain. Someone on Reddit found out that he had committed 2 egregious crimes. One, he had looked at the widely published naked photos of Jennifer Lawrence. And I think that makes him the only man in America to ever look at the completely ubiquitous nude photos of one of the most beautiful and famous celebrities in the world. It's really awful. It's unbelievable that they would let that man back out in public. So he did that, and also he posted something on Reddit and said that perhaps it wasn't murder for George Zimmerman to kill Trayvon Martin. Perhaps it was in self-defense. Some of the evidence showed that. Perfectly reasonable, and so he became a villain, and his reputation was destroyed just as quickly as his fame came about. Former Facebook executives have been admitting just this effect. This came out today. Former Facebook Vice President for User Growth, Chamath Palihapitiya, I'm sure I butchered that, said he feels, quote, tremendous guilt for creating tools that are ripping apart the social fabric of how society works. He went on, quote, the short-term dopamine-driven feedback loops that we have created are destroying how society works. No civil discourse, no cooperation, misinformation, mistruth. This is not about Russian ads. This is a global problem. It is eroding the core foundations of how people behave by and between each other. Facebook's founding president, Sean Parker, criticized the company the same way. He said it, quote, exploits a vulnerability in human psychology by creating a social validation feedback loop.